The hot pepper's powerful punch may help knock out cancer.
The cayenne equalizes the bloodstream from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet.
If you like a little cayenne pepper or chili pepper,
This is my travelling pack. I take cayenne pepper everywhere with me. Cayenne pepper is a remarkable herb.
Perhaps the key to eternal youth can be found in a frying pan full of spices rather than a fountain. The potent punch of the spicy pepper could help defeat cancer. Adding natural herbs to our diet is a great way to avoid depending solely on powerful medications and all of their side effects. Have a list of herbs, oils, and vegetables, such as castor oil, onion, potato, ginger, garlic, lemon, and more that we'll try together. Let's talk about cayenne pepper first, though. We're going to examine cayenne pepper now.
Now we're going to have a look at cayenne pepper. This is my travelling pack. Cayenne pepper is not chili. Chili comes from the chili family and cayenne pepper comes from the capsicum family. Chili is an irritant to the lining of the gastrointestinal tract. Black pepper is an irritant to the lining of the gastrointestinal tract, but cayenne pepper will heal a stomach ulcer.
What precisely is cayenne pepper then? You've undoubtedly heard of it already if you enjoy spicy food. Cayenne is a red chili pepper that is long and thin. It belongs to the capsicum family, which also contains ghost peppers, jalapenos, poblanos, and sweet bell peppers. Currently, cayenne pepper is a very remarkable herb. It belongs to the same family as chili peppers, even though it's not strictly speaking a chili. Though not as hot as ghost peppers, it's nevertheless very flavorful. How would you take it, by the way? For example, a quarter of a teaspoon mixed with a small amount of water could be the dosage for medication. Won't it burn? Well, I prefer to call it tingle. It might feel like it's burning, but it will never burn.
By the way, how would you take it? Well, a medicinal dose may be a quarter of a teaspoon in a little bit of water and throw it down. Won't it burn? Well, I prefer to call it tingle. It might feel like it's burning, but it will never burn.
On the Scoville heat scale, cayenne ranges between 30,000 and 50,000 Scoville heat units, while ghost peppers can soar from 855,000 to over a million shu. Cayenne pepper is typically dried and pounded into a fine powder, and it has been used for ages in both culinary and medical applications. Cayenne is a common spice in Korean, Sichuan, and other Asian cuisines, as well as in Mexican, Cajun, Creole, and Southwestern American meals. If you already sprinkle it on your spaghetti, tacos, casseroles, eggs, or seafood, you're in luck. You're receiving both wonderful flavor and health benefits in one go. But it's not all about the taste. Let's talk about its medical benefits. Cayenne pepper has been used for centuries in traditional Ayurvedic and Eastern medicine to treat digestive and circulatory issues. The secret behind its magic is capsaicin, the compound that gives it its heat. Capsaicin is often found in topical creams for relieving muscle and joint pain, and it's what makes cayenne pepper so spicy. While it originally comes from Central and South America, cayenne is now grown worldwide, including in India, East Africa, Mexico, and many parts of the United States. Cayenne pepper is an excellent natural cure for blood thinning, cardiac muscle strength, arterial wall maintenance, and increased blood flow.
And you know how thick blenders are? 3 bits of glass had gone on the top of her foot and she had 3 1 centimetre long cuts on the top of her feet. And I looked at her foot and I could see little globules of fat. How deep is that? So I went and got the cayenne pepper and I sprinkled cayenne pepper in it. Doesn't it hurt? Well, it's already hurting. So it just hurts a little bit more. And then we bound it up. Well, I saw her the next day and she said, I can't believe this. She said, I would have stitched that. She said, if I'd been near a hospital, she said, I would have stitched that. But she said, this has drawn it together. She said, all the swelling's gone down. She said, it's unbelievable.
When your blood flow is stimulated, your body's healing process is initiated. Because blood is the body's vital power, it must remain in motion in order to function properly. Cayenne pepper, or sea pepper, is fantastic for healing stomach ulcers and is one of the best circulatory stimulants you can find. Aspirin is frequently used to thin blood, however, there are risks involved. Low-dose aspirin use has been linked to gastrointestinal problems, brain hemorrhages, stomach bleeding, and even eye hemorrhage, according to research. For this reason, Cayenne is a far safer and superior substitute. Not only is Cayenne the best natural blood thinner, but unlike some other remedies, it also lowers the chance of bleeding. Contrary to popular belief, which holds that hot or stimulating foods should be avoided, cayenne pepper actually promotes healing by increasing blood flow to areas that need it. Unbelievably, cayenne can aid in the healing of stomach ulcers. More is achieved by cayenne pepper. It's also very beneficial to your digestive system. You can speed up the digestion of food by stimulating your gastric glands with a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne dissolved in a glass of water. A small burn in the chest may occur for some people, but this is simply their stomach beginning to function. Your gastric glands need to create more juice in order to properly break down food, and cayenne does just that. Using cayenne is a natural way to improve digestion by raising hydrochloric acid levels. Extensive study has demonstrated the strong digestive benefits of cayenne pepper. The stomach produces digestive juices to aid in digestion because the capsaicin in cayenne pepper stimulates the stomach's nerves. Studies have shown that capsaicin may also aid in the treatment of stomach ulcers brought on by the H. pylori bacterium. One of the best things about cayenne is that it thins your blood and closes blood vessels that are bleeding when it is ingested, like in the case of cayenne pepper water. Amazingly, plants are truly made to help us, just as God intended when He provided herbs for our use. Cayenne pepper in particular appears to suggest, "Where do you want me? I'll thin this blood, and while I'm at it, seal that bleeding vessel." That cayenne pepper, when it got into the blood vessels, it thinned the blood. This is the best blood thinner.
That cayenne pepper, when it got into the blood vessels, it thinned the blood. This is the best blood thinner. No need to warfarin, I mean rat poison. No need for aspirin. And by the way, it has been shown today that aspirin causes brain bleeds. This is very, very safe with no side effects. Now, if someone is on warfarin or aspirin and they're a little concerned, I would suggest start taking a 1/4 teaspoon 3 times a day. And most people, if they're on warfarin, they have to be tested, every few weeks or every month. And the doctor will say, "Your blood's getting so thin, we can reduce your medication."
I've also given a lesser-known approach for treating a sore throat using cayenne pepper. Cayenne's analgesic qualities can help relieve a sore throat. It may produce an itch at first, but as that subsides, your throat will feel significantly better. Cayenne is more than just a spice. It also acts as a natural pain reliever and can aid with stomach upset. When it gets into your bloodstream, it opens the capillaries, thins the blood, and strengthens arterial walls. Just a 1/4 or 1/3 of a teaspoon in a small cup of water before meals can do wonders. And here's a little bonus tip. Adding any herb to cayenne pepper actually boosts and doubles its effectiveness. It's also great for treating cold feet, which can happen due to poor circulation, anemia, diabetes, or other conditions. Many people just feel numbness or nothing in their feet and end up soaking them in hot water.
You can also use cayenne pepper to wake up areas of the body that may be sleeping. Now, we have had a few people come to our program who've got peripheral neuropathy. That means they've lost the feeling in their feet. And this is one of the side effects of chemotherapy. So we've had a few people come who have lost the feeling in their feet. And it can also be used when people get commonly cold feet.
When you have cold feet, I strongly advise against using hot water since it might cause harm to the tissues in your feet. The use of this medication should be avoided by anyone who suffers from cold feet. There is a possibility that the tissue could be damaged if chilly feet are placed directly into hot water. An olive oil and cayenne pepper compress is alternatively a beautiful and effective option that I have available to you. Castor oil is an alternative that you can use if you so desire. This is the way that you go about doing it. Please obtain a sheet of plastic and some kitchen paper that has been double layered. Before placing the paper on the plastic sheet, sprinkle it with olive oil and spread it out evenly. This will guarantee that the cayenne pepper adheres to the paper adequately. Because oil has the potential to spill, try not to use too much. The next step is to sprinkle the oiled paper with a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. To finish, place a sock on top of the paper after putting it beneath your foot and covering it with the plastic sheet.
Now what I usually do, now you see what I've done here, I've got a piece of Glad wrap and I've got kitchen paper that's been folded over. I'm going to put a light sprinkle of oil on that, and then I'm going to sprinkle about half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper on that. And what the person does, they put their foot straight on the cayenne pepper, wrap the Glad wrap round, put it in a sock and keep it on all night.
You can see what I've done here, which is what I generally do. I have some kitchen paper that has been folded over in a piece of happy wrap. Next, I'm going to lightly spray that with oil and then add roughly half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper to it. The individual places their foot squarely on the cayenne pepper, wraps the Glad wrap over it, tucks it into a sock, and wears it through the night. If you frequently experience cold or numbness in your feet, you should do this before bed. You might get a slight tingling feeling in the morning, akin to pins and needles. Vitamin D may have a role in cancer prevention. Research has shown that people with low levels of vitamin D might be at a higher risk for certain types of cancer. It seems that vitamin D can influence cell growth and repair. And if you're new here or haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. We've got plenty more fascinating topics coming your way. Also, feel free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.